Hey folks, want to jump on here and shoot a quick solo podcast. This one's going to be on Harvey AI. If you haven't heard about it, that's absolutely no problem. That said, let's jump into the show. So Harvey AI is a fast-growing startup focused on AI for lawyers and legal teams. What Harvey AI is a generative AI platform built specifically for the legal industry. It helps lawyers automate complex tasks like drafting documents, analyzing contracts, and doing legal research. Founded in 2022 in San Francisco, built using large language models, similar underlying tech to ChatGPT, designed for law firms, in-house legal teams, and large enterprises. What it actually does, Harvey acts like a legal co-pilot. Typical use cases include drafting contracts, memos, and legal briefs, legal research across cases and regulations, due diligence and document review, compliance, and risk analysis. It essentially reduces manual legal work so lawyers can focus on strategy and decision making. Why it's a big deal: adopted by major law firms and Fortune 500 companies, operates globally, 50 plus countries, valued at around $11 billion in 2026 after major funding rounds, presuming USD. And if you go over to the AI overview on Google, le- legal AI startup Harvey reached a 11 billion valuation in March 2026 after securing 200 million in funding, round led by GIC and Sequoia Capital. The company, which specializes in AI for contract analysis and compliance, serves over 100,000 lawyers across 1,300 organizations with annual recurring revenue of $190 million. USD. Key details of the March 2026 funding: valuation 11 billion USD, capital raise 200 million USD. Key investors Sequoia Capital and GIC Singapore. Purpose: to expand AI legal agents and enhance specialized engineering teams. Context: this valuation marks a rapid increase from the 8 billion valuation reported in early 2026, highlighting massive investment in AI legal infrastructure. About Harvey, founded in 2022, Harvey produces specialized AI models for the legal industry, enabling automation of due diligence, regulatory compliance, and contract analysis. It partners with elite law firms and in-house teams to build tailored agents for complex workflows. So it went over, valued at around 11 billion 2026 USD after major funding rounds. It's one of the companies driving the shift toward AI-powered professional services, especially in law. Key idea, simple explanation. Think of Harvey as, quote, ChatGPT, but trained specifically to think like a lawyer, end quote. Limitations: mostly targeted at law firms, enterprise pricing / complex setup. Still requires human oversight. Legal accuracy matters a lot. Not widely accessible to individuals or small firms yet. We go over to gemini.google.com. Harvey AI is an industry-leading generative AI platform specifically engineered for legal and professional services, named after the fractional closer Harvey Specter from Suits. The company has rapidly evolved from a, quote, chatbot for lawyers, end quote, into a comprehensive enterprise infrastructure platform used by over half of the top 100 US law firms. As of April 2026, Harvey is valued at approximately $8 billion following its most recent funding rounds led by major firms like Andreessen Horowitz and Sequoia. Core products and capabilities: Harvey has moved beyond simple document summaries to complex, quote, agentic, end quote, workflows. Its ecosystem is currently divided into four main pillars. Assistant, a conversational interface powered by specialized models, including GPT 5.2, that can draft documents, review contracts, and conduct deep analysis across up to 50 documents simultaneously. Vault, a secure repository designed for bulk analysis, it allows firms to upload thousands of documents to organize, extract key data points, and run complex queries against massive data sets. Workflow Builder, one of their most significant 2026 updates. This tool allows legal teams to build, quote, AI agents, end quote, that execute multi-step legal processes and end-to-end, mirroring a firm's specific, quote, golden examples, end quote, and internal guidelines. Knowledge, a specialized research engine integrated with local databases, including SEC filings, EDGAR or EDGA or EU case law, Euro-Lex, a national legislative databases or national legislative databases across 50 plus jurisdictions, including the US, UK, and Australia. Strategic partnerships and integration. Harvey's dominance is largely due to its, quote, work where you are, end quote, approach. Microsoft Azure or Azure. Harvey is, and probably Azure is the best way to pronounce it, is natively built or is natively available, on Azure, providing the enterprise grade security and data residency required by global firms. Microsoft Word integration. It features an, quote, auto mode, end quote, in Word that automatically switches between ask, edit, or draft based on the lawyer's intent. Shared Spaces, a 2026 feature that allows law firms to collaborate directly with their clients within a secure AI-powered environment. Business impact in 2026. Revenue, the company has surpassed $190 million in annual recurring revenue, ARR. Customization, legal teams have created over 25,000 custom workflows on the platform to automate repetitive tasks like due diligence, discovery, and contract negotiation. Client expectations, corporate legal documents like UBS and Marquee are increasingly using Harvey themselves to review work before sending it to outside counsel, fundamentally changing the billing and delivery models of law. Note on security, unlike general purpose AI, Harvey uses a multi-tenant SaaS model with logic data separation. While highly secure, it is designed for professional environments where legal privilege and data sovereignty are paramount. Let's go over to Claude real quick. Here's a rundown on Harvey AI, what it is. Harvey is a generative AI platform built. I feel like we're going over this again. It was founded in 2022 by Winston Weinberg, a former lawyer, and Gabe Perea, a former research scientist at Google, DeepMind, and Meta. Scale and customers. Harvey products are used by more than 100,000 lawyers across 1,300 organizations. Its customers include most of the 100 largest US law firms, over 500 in-house legal teams, and 50 asset management firms across 60 countries, with clients such as NBC Universal, HSBC, DLA Piper International, and McCann Fitzgerald. The source is AI Insider. Key products: an AI assistant for asking questions, analyzing documents, and drafting faster with domain-specific AI. Vault, a tool that can run analysis on up to 100,000 documents and can automatically organize documents collected during discovery to ease analysis. Workflow agents. Customers can build custom AI agents on its platform. More than 25 agents have been built to date. Latest funding: Harvey raised $200 million in new funding in March 2026, bringing total funding raised to more than $1 billion and valuing the company at $11 billion. The round was co-led by GIC and Sequoia, and the company hit $190 million in annual recurring revenue in Jan 2026, up from $100 million in August 2026. The source is CNBC. Mobile push: Harvey recently previewed a mobile app designed to help lawyers work securely on the go, addressing the finding that while 80% of lawyers use AI weekly, most engagement remains tied to laptops or desktops. We're coming up on 10 minutes, so let's just go over to one big thing about Harvey AI. I saw a post, just a bit of a side tangent. I saw a post over on LinkedIn today about their growth. It's been pretty staggering to see what they've been able to achieve since 2022. Let's just scroll down, and the post is by Ivan Landabazzo, partner at JME.VC. Startup Riders, Harvey's growth story is worth studying closely. Went from 0 to 200 million plus ARR in 36 months. Here's how. Let's just double check I got that correct. It says here in Gemini it's 190 million annual recurring revenue. So somewhere similar to go on. Just how much ARR does Harvey.ai have? Yeah, it's not coming up. Yeah, it has about 190 to 195 million in annual recurring revenue in 2026, exhibiting massive growth from 100 million in August 2025. And just goes into a bit of their growth and a bit of analysis. You can check it out over on LinkedIn. It's Ivan Landabazzo, Landabaso, and Ivan IVAN, in case you're wondering. It says that 20% of their 460 employees are lawyers. When a ex-big law partner calls a general counsel about legal AI, the meeting just happens and cold outbound can't replace that. 7, they invested 40% of their engineering org in senior infrastructure, including hires. While most AI startups are running like 90% front end, it's slowed them down short term, but seems to be paying off now at scale. They're moving from selling seats to selling work, where law firms build out workflows on Harvey, then sell those solutions to their own clients through revenue share deals. The economics flip because now the firm wants to maximize what they run through Harvey instead of minimizing spend on it. Number 9, Harvey's budget comes from the professional services line. Billions, not the tech budget, where speed is the key. If a $1 million a year tool helps you close a 20 million deal 2 weeks faster, nobody's negotiating the price on that. Number 10, the real competitive threat is foundation models. When Anthropic launched its legal plugin for Claude this year, legal tech stocks dropped 80% overnight, and Harvey runs 6+ foundation models, picking the best one per task, while the biggest competitor, Legora, which we talked about in the podcast already, is built primarily on Claude. That dependency might matter. Excited to study where this market goes next. And yeah, there's a bit of a graphic. It says $0 in July 2022. End of 2023 is approximately $7 million. So February 2025, $50 million. August 2025, $100 million. Q1 2026, $200+ million annual recurring revenue. From a cold email to Sam Altman to 11 billion valuation, Harvey AI growth playbooks, Startup Riders, April 2026. Cold email, the trust ladder, the platform. So in July 2022, they had $0 in revenue. They had 2 co-founders. Cold email to Altman, Sam Altman, the founder of OpenAI, and one of the founders, also previous CEO of Y Combinator. One sec. And let's just go back. Yes, they had two co-founders, cold email to Altman. And then in 2022, in July, in the end of 2023, they had approximately 7 million in revenue. They had 40 customers and A&O rollout 4 people. One sec. A&O Sherman is rolling out advanced agentic AI agents developed with Harvey to automate complex legal tasks like antitrust analysis, cybersecurity, and fund formation following their 2024 merger. This initiative expands on their November 2022 deployment of generative AI, aiming to boost efficiency in high-value legal workflows. Very, very interesting. The A&O rollout refers to the pioneering firm-wide implementation of generative AI by law firm A&O Shearman, formerly Allen and Overy, in partnership with Harvey AI, if you're wondering. Started in 2022 and expanded through 2025, this initiative deployed specialized AI agents to over 3,500 plus lawyers across 43 jurisdictions for legal research, document generation, and complex analysis. And yeah, in February 2025, then they hit 50 million in revenue. There were 235 customers, 42 countries, Series D, $300 million. And then in August 25, 100 million in revenue, 500 plus customers, 260 employees, Series E plus F. That was that $460 million or 80 or 60. One sec. It's gonna zoom. E60, 260 employees. And then in Q1, so this year from January to March 2026, 200 million plus revenue. They have 1,000 lawyers, 1,300 organizations or orgs, 11 billion valuation. Yeah, they have lawyers, organizations, total raised valuation 3.5x in 12 months. Fascinating. They've gone from 0 revenue to 200 million revenue in the space of 4 years. So yeah, maybe less. But yeah, fascinating. The growth. 36 months, 0 to 200 million, 36 months. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed the podcast. And, the one big thing, my bad. Let's just go into it. The one big thing about Harvey AI. It's by the way, if you're wondering what the GIC is, it is one of the 3 investment entities in Singapore that manages Singapore's reserves. Alongside the Monetary Authority of Singapore, MAS, and Thamsasek. We manage most of the government's financial assets investing for the long term with an aim to preserve and enhance the international purchasing power of the funds placed in our care. Why reserves matter, you can go into the website yourself. Supplementing the government's annual budget. But the one big thing about Harvey AI is it's a specialized AI that can actually do real legal work, not just chat. Why that's huge. Unlike general AI tools, Harvey is trained specifically on legal data and workflows, so it can draft contracts and legal documents, analyze complex case law, review thousands of pages for due diligence, all at a level useful for actual law firms and corporate legal teams. In one sentence, Harvey turns AI from a, quote, helper, end quote, into something closer to a junior lawyer on your team. Fascinating. Just thought I'd share. Think we covered most things, and feel free to leave a review, by the way, if you're over on any of the platforms on Apple, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Substack, YouTube, and subscribe. And thanks for listening.